Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the Ashford Hospitality Trust, ticker symbol AHT. And while we are finally starting to see our patience pay off, in my opinion, this stock is just getting started. Now, I've recently made videos breaking down the fundamentals here and going over my bullish thesis for why this stock is completely undervalued. So in this video, I'm just going to focus on the chart, taking a look at key indicators and key levels so we know how to best play the stock moving forward. Without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so before we begin, really quickly, just want to thank everybody for showing so much love and support to the channel so far. We did just break 100 subscribers, which means next Tuesday, I will be doing a full market live stream where I answer any questions you guys have. I break down charts that you're playing, and I also show you guys my process for day trading as we find the next big runner. I'm super excited and very thankful for all of the love so far. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, still make sure to do that. We are just getting started here. But now, without wasting any more time, let's get right into the analysis. Okay, so there is one thing I want to show you guys before we hop into the charts, and that's the unusual options activity that's been going on with AHT over the last couple of days. In order to check that, I am on unusualwhales.com looking at options contracts with size 100 or more and taking a look at the options flow today. You see very, very bullish options activity. For the most part, we are seeing big money buying calls in this stock or selling their puts, covering their puts because they know that it's not going to work out for them. But we pretty much just saw this flow all day. I mean, all the way into power hour. Look at how many different large money whales are buying calls in this stock. That is a very, very bullish indication of the future here. But now moving into the chart, taking a look at a price action recap over the last couple of days since my last video here, we are seeing that everything has moved according to plan. We finally were able to break out of this 320 to 340 range. And as a result, we have been able to push up to this 375 level I've been preaching for a while now. And now we are kind of consolidating in between this 365 to 375 channel. This is very, very bullish for AHT. But now taking a look at the indicators, the first indicator to look at, as always, is the volume weighted average price, the VWAP. It is this yellow line right here. And as you can see, we closed right at the VWAP today. So that is neither bullish nor bearish. It doesn't really give us much indication on what to expect tomorrow. However, taking a look a little bit longer term, going into the daily chart here, we are seeing that we are above all the moving averages that we tend to talk about on this channel. So we have the purple line here at 292 representing the 21-day EMA, and we also have the blue and orange lines here at 273 representing the 50-day and 200-day moving average. And as you can see, we are well above those levels and continuing to gain ground on those levels. And that means that AHT is looking very bullish in the short term, in the intermediate term, and in the long term. So that is very, very positive news for anybody who's long on the stock. But more importantly, taking a look at the daily, I want to bring your attention to the OBV, the on balance volume. This indicator represents large buying, volume buying, big money flowing into the stock. And as you can see, as we zoom out, AHT is currently sitting at all-time high levels. That means interest in buying this stock at these prices has never been higher. And we're seeing that play out with the positive price action over the last few days. That is yet another bullish indicator going for AHT's favor. But now the final thing we got to do is take a look at our key levels so we know how to best play this in the coming weeks. Okay, starting on support levels, we have our first support level right here at 365. This is a bit of a miniature support level, but as you can see, we've been kind of respecting this level over the past couple of days. So I added it in there, and now we're kind of in this range right here between 365 and 375. I still believe that if we get that clean break over 375, we have that room to run. But keep in mind, 365 is also kind of starting to establish itself as a key level. And since we did close above it, that is going to be our first support level to hold heading into tomorrow. If that does not hold, then you can expect to see a retest of 340s. And if that doesn't hold, expect a retest of this 320 to 327 range. I don't suspect that that's going to happen anytime soon. However, like I always say, it's good to keep these in mind, especially because these support levels tell you where to buy this stock if you want to succeed. It minimizes your risk and maximizes your upside. So you always want to chart out your support levels. But now taking a look at the resistance levels, once again, zooming out a little bit, we're going to go back to the daily here. We can see that we do have this first resistance level at 375. This is one we have identified and talked about for a while now. That's going to be a major resistance level based on historical data and based on the price action throughout today. However, if we can break above it, we have room to start running. And the first place we're going to see a little bit of resistance is at $4. That's an area that I just added in today. However, I don't suspect that being a major resistance. I just think it's going to be a little bit of a psychological resistance area. After that, 420 is the actual resistance level based off of the historical data that we can expect to see. And if we do break above that, we might see a little pit stop at the 465 area. However, in all actuality, this thing has room to run to $5 at that point. That is my first price target. That's something that we should all be very excited about because it is very, very doable at this point in time. The last thing we want to take a look at before we wrap up here is the volume. In previous videos, I kept talking about how we want to see volume get back to this 50 million to 100 million share level. And we are starting to see that return, especially yesterday when we broke out of the range. We saw that we got almost 50 million in volume. And today, another high volume day. If we want to see this keep running and keep breaking resistance levels like it has been, we want to see this volume continue. That's something to keep your eyes on. But aside from that, let me know what you think is going to happen next. Are we going to keep running and breaking through resistance levels, or are we going to see maybe a day or two of consolidation before moving forward? I'm very interested to know your feedback. So always feel free to drop down that commentary in the comments below. Other than that, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and have a great rest of your night.